Welcome to Mr. U's Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing Shazam, which is the newest DC film. Shazam is about a boy named Billy Batson, and when he meets a wizard, the wizard gives him a power to become a superhero just by saying his name, which is Shazam. As always, let's talk about the pros. The acting in this film was really great. Zachary Levi, who plays Shazam in this film, did a very nice job, especially because he needs to play like a kid in a way, since this superhero is like a kid who just grows up suddenly to be a superhero. And he made the character very likable, and this is like my first exposure to this character because I haven't read any of the comics, and he just made me excited to see more of this character. Also, when he becomes a kid again, Asher Angel plays Billy Batson, and he did a nice job as well, and I liked how it felt like they were the same character. Another actor I'd like to talk about is Jack Dylan Grazer, who plays Freddie Freeman, and Freddie Freeman is Billy Batson's friend, and it's kind of like his sidekick in a way. And I really liked how his character was added into this film because he has all the knowledge about superheroes like Batman and Superman, since this takes place in the DC universe. And he was likable as well. Now let's talk about the story of this film. Although you could simply just say, oh, it's about a boy who becomes an adult superhero, it also goes more in depth, which I really liked. Billy Batson, he's a foster kid, and throughout the film he's looking for his biological mother and father. But also his foster family in the film was really nice, and it just made the film really heartfelt, which I thought was really like a great addition to this film. Also, the foster siblings and the foster parents, they acted really well, and I hope to see them maybe in a sequel, hopefully. One more thing I actually really liked about this film was the villain. He was really dark, which I thought was actually kind of cool to see, since it's like a kid going against like this really dark super villain, and I thought Mark Strong did a good job portraying him. Dr. Savannah, that's the villain's name. So that's something that I thought was well done. Now this leads to things I thought could have been better in the film. Although I really liked how the villain was really dark and even scary at times, the villain would show up and it would change the tone very much drastically from comedic to horror right away. And I wish there was a better balance between those two tones. The comedic scenes were done very well and the horror scenes were done very well, especially because this director, David F. Sandberg, was mainly a horror director. He made Lights Out and Annabelle Creation. But as I say again, I wish the filmmakers could have done something to balance these tones out better. Also, although the ending of this film was really fun and just really enjoyable to watch, I thought it dragged on a little bit too long, and I think if the filmmakers maybe made it a little bit shorter, it would have been perfect. But that's just nitpicking a little bit. All in all, Shazam was a really enjoyable superhero film and a great addition to the DCEU. It had great acting, especially from Zachary Levi, a comedic yet heartfelt story, and a cool villain. I wish maybe the tones could have been balanced out well, and I wish the ending, maybe if it was cut down just a little bit shorter, it would have been perfect. And that's why I give Shazam a B+. I recommend Shazam if you want to see a great superhero film with some nice comedic moments. And as always, don't forget your popcorn! Until next time, from Mr. U to you, stay tuned.